Did you get me flowers?
No, they're for my mom.
Oh, well that's not fair.
It's not your anniversary.
Yeah, it is.
Where is it?
It's my 1-day anniversary of being on a diet.
The diet that I just got you a bagel.
Exactly.
So I'm not usually one who will say that supplementing is something that you have to do. If you can get the nutrients from food, then do it. This is one of those things that is just good to take because why not, you know? I got this green supplement, and now I've never had green supplements in my diet. Something smells in there. However, I've heard things about them and I've heard they're game changers, so we'll see how that actually works, but you know, little health never hurts, right? The only problem is these are gross, not nearly as bad as the multivitamins, and you have to take 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 8. I think I go for the 2 at a time strategy. Not the best thing I've ever had, but also not the worst thing I've ever had. This is the worst thing I've ever had. I hate multivitamins, especially the ones that like actually, oh my god. You think I'm like being dramatic, it's that gross. It's just one of those things you gotta, down the hatch. Take that. So I have this weird like quirk. I don't really know how to explain it, but so this is the desk that I sit at, this one right here. This is where I do 90% of everything that I do. But for some reason, the last few weeks I just haven't been sitting here. I haven't been doing my work at this desk. And I don't really know why. I didn't really know why until I figured it out. This desk was previously at this wall, up against this wall. There's a couple problems with that. So if the desk is here, the desk is right here, my back is to everything. And I don't know why, but I hate that. I kind of noticed it actually a couple weeks ago at, where was I? I was getting breakfast. We had a meeting. We were at a restaurant. I completely subconsciously specifically chose the chair up against the wall. And I realized that I do this all the time. I don't know what it is, but facing this direction now changes everything. Like I feel like I just feel perfect. Just feels perfect sitting here now. Okie dokie, I'm going to Best Buy because I have to get a keyboard because the current keyboard I have is the Logitech cheap ass, broke ass keyboard that I've had for 2 years. So I think it's time to upgrade to something that's a quarter way decent. I'm shooting this on my Pixel 2. I actually haven't shot much, if any, video on this, but I'm interested to see how it looks, especially once we get into Best Buy, because the only lighting I have is this one, and this one. So it will be interesting to see how this thing does in a full lit situation. I'm shooting in 4K, downsized to 1080 because I shoot with the 70D primarily, but that's kind of it for now, and I'll see you at Best Buy. I love the Best Buy credit card. I got this for free. Just by spending money. It's great. Ooh, it lights up. This keyboard is great for a couple reasons. First of all, the noise that it makes when you click it. I've always wanted a keyboard like that because back a few years ago, I would always go into Best Buy and go over to the section with the PCs and whatnot, and I would always go over to the Razer keyboards and hit the buttons and be so satisfied by the noise. So I'm happy to have one that does this noise. And another reason I love it is because of the headphone jack and the USB port in the actual unit. So it's actually the next day. I went to Best Buy last night to get this. But to just sort of recap what the last 12 hours have been like. Went to work at like 4:30 this morning. I worked out this morning. I came home. I did some more work. And here I am. It is 1:08 p.m. Now I got a little bit of time on my hands. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this time. I know I definitely have to take at least an hour nap. Gonna try to play some Fortnite because I love that game. I actually want to talk about Fortnite for a second. Fortnite is probably my third favorite game ever. And I was never a huge gamer ever, really. I mean, my favorite games were like, you know, NBA 2K, because I love basketball and whatnot. I always play that. Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 is like what I think about when I think of gaming, because that's when like all my friends played it. It was like the game to play. It was super fun. Online was awesome. Multiplayer, super cool, right? And I've gone through 2 PlayStations. Now I'm on the Xbox. I actually went through a PlayStation 3. I've done PC gaming. Like, nothing ever compares to that Xbox 360, Modern Warfare 2, those days. Until now. Fortnite has brought that back. The not being able to stop playing, the one more game is just so fun. PUBG, it could use so much work. But Fortnite, awesome. If you want to add me on Xbox Live, my name is notmattgraham. Pretty simple. That's it. I'm gonna eat.